All right. Fun part of the project, in my opinion, is choosing who you want to do. Again, this is a portrait, so think like shoulders up. That being said, there are some exceptions. Last year, there were a few people who found a really good image that was full body that worked. Well, they all work, but doing the entire body head to toe is very difficult and very time consuming. So I would recommend when you're looking for a photo to stay from the shoulder up generally. If you find a photo that is really good, but you only need that part, we can then crop it. So the person that you choose for the project is entirely up to you. It could be a real person. It could be a fictional character. It could be it doesn't even have to be a human. It could be a robot, a cat, a dog. It just has to have a face. I'm going to choose Miles Morales because I'm stoked for the new PlayStation 5 game. And I haven't decided yet if I want to do his actual face or if I want to do the Spidey suit. So I think I'd rather do his face. So I'm just on Google Images, and I'm just going to see what's out there. Quality does matter, so you don't want to choose a photo that's super low quality. It's not going to work in the long run. I don't know if I want something from the game or from the Into the Spider-Verse movie. I think I want this one right here. You can use Google Images or honestly really whatever. Again, there's a lot of background here. We don't need that. We really just want the face, but still I want to save this image. So whatever you're on, iPad, laptop, desktop, you name it, just save your image. So I'm going to right click, again, if your iPad, just hold down, save it to your Photos album on the iPad. Save as. I like putting as a desktop if you're using a computer. That way you just locate it a lot easier. Name it whatever you want. I'm going to refer to these as stock photos. So I'm just going to name it a stock photo. And then I'm going to hit save. Just real quick, you don't have to learn this just yet, but stock photo is just like a base photo that you're going to edit later. Now that I have that file, and I believe it'll be on my desktop, I'm going to move around. Yep, there it is. Cool. The last part of this video here is going to be getting it into your project. So I have my project open here, but I'm going to close it real quick just so you can see how to open it again. We're going to want to go to File in the top left. And now this time, if you don't have your project open already from last time, we're going to do File Open. I moved mine away from the desktop when I was doing some organization. Now, again, if you're on the iPad, you're going to want to do File Open, and then you're going to see Browse ... And you're going to go there, and then you can search for it from there. We named it Low Poly last time, so you can physically type in LOWPOLY, and you'll find it. I know I put mine here under IART8. Right there is my file with the .psd for Photoshop document, and then I'll hit Open. There we go. Boom. It should be a pretty large white rectangle. If any of this stuff is getting in the way with the histories and layers, feel free to collapse those windows again by hitting these two buttons right here and right here. Now we need to get Miles or whoever you're doing in there. So first things first is we have to open that image as well. So once again, File Open. Mine was on the desktop and stock photo. If yours is in your photo album on the iPad, you'll do File Open, and then you'll choose the photo album, and then hit Open. Once again, just like the business card, they're going to be in two different tabs. If you look where my mouse is circling in the top left, we have the Low Poly tab, which is our actual project, and then our stock photo, which is just the base photo that we're going to use as like a reference. We need to select this and copy paste it into the actual file. To select it, we're going to take the rectangle select tool. That's this guy right here, same one we did with the business card. And we need to select everything. So click and drag. You can tell it's selected by all the dots that are around the side right there. So now that I have it selected, I'm going to go to Edit, Copy. I want to go back into our actual project file right here, so clicking that tab, and then Edit, Paste. Voila. This is really small, as you can see, because images from the internet aren't as big as the posters that we're going to be printing. But in our next video, we're going to go over again a review again of how to resize and how to stretch it, crop it, etc. Get it to exactly how you want it to look like. Before we leave this video, though, we need to do a file save. So file, save as PSD. This won't save over your last file. This is actually going to save it once again. So you're going to have low poly and then low poly parentheses 1. You can get rid of your other one if you want to, and that is totally up to you. I'm going to keep both for right now. That way, if I want to dial back, I can. But just know whatever the highest parenthesis number is, that's your most recent file. All right, guys, once it's saved, you're good to go.